Hi guys, welcome back for part two. This time around, like I mentioned in part one, um, it's going to be Kotzer's time to tell his coming out story. Which, if you got to see part one, a lot of the tail end of my explanation, which was actually kind of the lead up to my parents being okay with some stuff, is kind of the same thing as the start to his story. So his is again like about double the length of mine. But enjoy. Again, it's going to be a nice little video. You get to know us on a deeper level. You get to know us more emotionally, and you get to realize that we're not just a bunch of random people playing video games and trying terrible food and terrible everything. So feel free to enjoy. Feel free to go back and see my part. And again, we're just going to have, I think we're going to do a lot more of these kinds of things where we sit down and talk. We've got a couple different new segments we want to try to do, and we've also had some changes that have been happening lately. So enjoy, and we'll talk to you later. Bye!
Hello again, Kaleidoscopes. We're here with a young boy who was trapped in a well for 6 months.
Oh no, 6 years. You read that wrong.
Sorry. Okay. But no, we're back. We've done my story on coming out. We're going to go with...
No, it's my turn.
It's Kotzer's turn.
Yay.
And go.
Okay. Oh man, where do I begin? Well, as all young gays began, I looked at my teachers a lot. Yeah. Yeah. So I went to a Christian middle school, yeah, and preschool and kindergarten.
So they had those good waist-high pants with that tight ass showing?
No, I meant being gay was bad.
Oh.
Considered very bad.
I'm sorry, I was reading that wrong.
And usually at a young age, you realize something's going on. I realized something was going on when my friends were talking about the teacher's boobies, and I was like, that's disgusting.
Okay.
But fast forward, going on to 6th grade, all my friends are getting girlfriends, and I'm just like, that 8th grader's kind of cute. That's a guy. Oh, fuck. And then some soul searching, reading the Bible, crying after reading the Bible, looking up on the internet what was wrong with being gay. And of course there's nothing wrong, but being raised up under a very religious household kind of takes its toll. So there was a lot of I went through my emo phase very early because of that. Like, I had severe depression from it.
I'm sorry, I'm yawning in the middle of it.
Maybe
12:30 was not the best time to do this.
But I tried to just keep it to myself, lay low, not do anything. Even build up a cover by asking 2 girls out. They both said no. So I was safe.
Because at least he was trying.
Because at least I was trying. And then I pretend to care about basketball, which was, of course, a big thing. I sucked at basketball.
Sucks to be tall and suck at sports.
It does. Move on to freshman year of high school. That's when I started looking on the internet for more porn. Or when people started noticing that I was looking at porn. I was woken up in the middle of the night by my mom, who was over at my grandma's house at the time. I was staying at my grandma's. And she wakes me up and brings me downstairs. And my grandma is in there with her. And they both just start questioning me. And I'm just like, who are you? Because it's 3:30 in the morning. And I homework piles up. So I had just got done doing my homework at around 2 in the morning. So I was very tired and didn't know what was going on. So, because they didn't want to think that I was gay, they were just, oh, he was just curious. You were just curious. Like, yeah, sure, okay, yeah. And that happened about 3 more times. 3 more times within the next 4 years.
I got I didn't mention it in my version of it, but yeah, I have my coming out story. But same thing for me. I had my internet privileges revoked or restricted at home quite a few times because of that. So.
Yeah. And then moving on to the actual coming out, it was kind of, oh man, it was kind of like, it felt like it was all a dream, like it wasn't actually happening. I had texted one of my friends because, well, backtrack, I had first come out to one of my friends in high school, but I didn't actually come out. I said I was bisexual. And I feel bad for using it as a stepping stone.
That everyone's done it.
Everybody's done it. I still feel bad about it. I use it as a stepping stone. That friend accidentally told another friend, wow, I have no straight friends. I'm so gay. I was like, okay. So eventually my whole friend circle knew, and then more people knew, but they didn't know who I was, so I was safe with that. And then another problem with having a religious family, they tend to go through your cell phone use. Look at your text messages when you're asleep. My grandma woke me up. She had my phone in her hand, so I already knew I was in trouble. Not like trouble. I wasn't about to get beat. But yeah, she's just going through it, and she's like, What's this? And I was like, it's a text message. Is this true? Are you, do you like men? Are you gay? I was like, no, I like both. And I used it as a stepping stone. And she just went over all the problems with how it's going to fuck me up later. Like telling me about STDs, saying how I'm gonna go to hell unless I fix it. Not like meanly telling me, but like crying while she's saying it. Worrying about how the church is going to feel instead of how I'm going to feel going through all this by myself. So after about an hour of her telling me this, she hugs me and says, it's okay, and sends me away. So I, instead of just going to my room, I sit in the dining room because she's calling my mom at this point because my grandma has a big mouth. She likes telling people things that don't need to be spread. I hear her call my mom, and while she's crying, she's like, our fears were right. Like, you knew this. This isn't a fear. So I just come into the room, very angry, like, what was that? She's like, what was what? Like, your fears were right? And she just starts laughing, like it was no big deal what she was doing. And so I just walk out. I pack up my stuff and I leave. And I didn't come back until about 12 hours later. Like, I didn't go anywhere. I was just walking around the neighborhood at nighttime for a while.
I've been to his old neighborhood. It's not a good area.
Oh, it's better now. Hipsters took care of it. The ghetto's like quite a while away. Then after that, it was a tough few years because she told my aunt and my mom, and I assume my grandpa, but he's super cool. He doesn't care about anything.
He cares about dartball.
He was my favorite. I didn't actually come out as gay until later when I had my first boyfriend, but he wasn't technically my boyfriend. No, not the last one.
I know.
Not the last one.
If I remember correctly, I believe he was referred to as a fuck buddy.
Well, no.
A fuck buddy with emotional benefits is what somebody referred to it as before to me.
Unofficial boyfriend, but ex now.
Fuck buddy with emotional benefits.
But then I was like, you know what, I gotta get through with this, I gotta say it. So I tell her, I had also had a girlfriend after this period of time to try it. Because raised Christian, you have to at least try it. I didn't actually try the poo-tang, though. That's ick. No, but I tried dating a girl for a little while. It wasn't working out. She broke up with me, thank God. I'm not strong enough to do that. But then I eventually told her, and she was like, okay, well, you need to keep this under wraps. Like, you don't need to post about this on Facebook. Nobody needs to know about this.
Because it's going to, of course, affect your
Yeah,
reputation.
affect her and my family and how the church thinks of them.
No, she's just worried that everyone's going to think that she turns the guys gay.
And after that, I was in the closet until my second boyfriend, and then I said, hey, I have a new boyfriend. And she told my mom and my aunt. I told my grandpa, and I eventually told the rest of my family. I also made a separate Facebook so I can talk to my friends openly about this stuff, and I made a separate one for the church. I haven't touched that church one in about 3 years.
He's got a separation of church and state going on with his Facebooks right now.
Oh, definitely. I would have come out on the church one just because I don't care anymore, but it won't let me log on to that one anymore.
The devil took it over.
The devil took it over. He said, no, honey, you don't need those toxic people.
I do still remember, I don't know what period of time this was for you. The first time I actually ever met him in person was after somebody that we both know tried to set us up on a date and over-exaggerated about me looking at his Facebook just to see what he looked like. Made it sound like I was a fucking stalker.
Yeah.
Fast forward about 2 or 3 months down the road there, we actually just start talking, and he invited me to his
Graduation from
party.
high school.
That was the first time I ever met him, was going, hey, here's my family and my friends. I knew he was gay. His friends knew he was gay. His family did not at the time. I don't know what part this was in your story, but I still remember everyone else was making
During
comments.
girlfriend time. When I had girlfriend.
Yeah.
Well, no.
And then you
this was
decided to wear your
This was the
little-
year after it.
And this is also the time that he ended up getting as a graduation present from somebody, sequin demon horns,
Bow tie
and
and a fork
and a tail.
and a tail.
And he proceeded to go be a little slutty demon whore all over the bowling alley.
Luckily,
That was also in a bad neighborhood.
my family's stupid, so they thought I was joking around. I was being super gay. I was being.
I made him cry
He did make me cry.
with the
Yeah,
Vaporeon. I gave
he
him
made me a
Vaporeon
little
and
bead. Vaporeon and
Jolteon.
Jolteon.
My favorite evolution in his.
But fast forward past that, past fuckboy ex-boyfriend.
Fuckboy porn star stripper ex-boyfriend.
Oh my god, stuff I didn't know about until later. After that, got myself tested because that was
And now he's happily taken.
And now I am happily taken.
And he has people
I have
who
made-
approve of this one.
I have told most of my family and friends I still want to come out on that church one. Like, fully come out on that church one if I can ever get back into it. Or I'm just going to have somebody that's friends on that one post it for me with a link to my other page. But this boyfriend has met my family. And they're like, this is cool. but they don't want me to tell the kids. They're like, this is his friend. This is Dakota's friend. So, as one church-raised gay kid to another, I feel for all of you, and I'm here for you. I know your pain.
I'm sorry. I'm laughing. I'm laughing only because of the fact that the way you just did that, all I can think about is the Rick and Morty episode. I'm here if you need to talk. But we are. If you've got any questions or concerns about your life, just feel free to talk to us. We've got plenty of life experience. Good, bad, and different.
Oh, you said your age. I forgot to say my age. I'm 21 years old.
He's 12.
I'm 11, so shut the fuck up.
No, he is 21.
21, drinking age.
And, yep.
There were some parts that I left out just because I don't want it to get like a super long video. Just because camera's gonna die soon. So,
I have horrible comeback on things, and I'm going to save that for later.
Maybe I'll make another video in the future. Probably not. I'll probably forget and never do it.
There'll be more videos.
I'll probably post about it later on Tumblr.
We'll have more story time stuff. I'm planning on us doing some. I want to have it that we have our gaming videos and stuff, but I want to be able to have it. You guys get to see us and what we do. We've already had a few vlogs before, but I'd like something like this where it's more personal. Like
personal stuff, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Real us.
So feel free to like, comment, and subscribe.
Don't forget to share this with your friends.
Didn't slam that subscribe button.
Just punch it in the face.
Act like it's your high school bully, and do what you always wanted to. Run away from it.
Act like it's your mother.
Then slap the fuck out of it.
After she tells you to clean your room, and your room's perfectly clean.
Why you gotta clean your room just because Deborah's coming over? Come on now, Deborah ain't going to my room.
True. Why do we always have to clean our room, even though
Guests
we're having guests over?
So,
I didn't know we were all staying in my room. Should I put out a sleeping?
Do I need to put out some charcuterie?
Freshen up a little dustpan?
Anyway.
Alright.
Bye before
See you
the
later,
camera dies.
Kaleidoscopes.